welcome to Crafty Yarn Owl with Darla. I'm Darla, and today I have something special for you, something I've never done before. I have designed this top with the lovely Teresa from Crochet. Now, we were talking about doing a collaboration, and I said, how about we design a top together, a summer top, a tank top. I'll design the top half and you design the bottom half. And she thought that was a great idea. So today is the day for the tutorials. Now in this video there will be a tutorial for the straps up until about this point of this top. It has this little stitch design there, also goes around the arms, and then there's this under the arms. So this is my design here, the top part, and then the bottom part. Look at these cute little embellishments. The bottom part of it is Teresa's design. Isn't that cute? I think it's so cute. So this is the back. I'm just wearing a black tank top underneath. So what's going to be happening is you'll see the tutorial for the top half in this video, and then I will be directing you over to Teresa's channel to get the tutorial from her to watch it and make it for the bottom half where those embellishments are. So I think this top really turned out nice, and my hubby even said it looks nice. So that's pretty amazing. It wasn't just a grunt that I got out of him. So yeah, so then what's going to happen, actually we're challenging all of you, everybody's watching this video, whether you have a channel or you don't have content, that's perfectly fine. You guys, we're asking you to make this tank top, and it's quick, it's not difficult. Trust me, you can do it. And then we're asking you to take pictures and put them on in our Facebook groups. I'll link my Facebook group below, and Teresa will have hers linked below, her tutorial video. And if you guys don't have Facebook, don't worry about it. You can email pictures to us. And it's going to be like a contest. We want to see what colors of yarn you used, what weights, because you can use any weight almost, except really bulky, because you don't really want that in the summer. But you can use a 1 weight, a 2 weight, a 3 weight, a 4 weight. You can use acrylic if you like. I love my cotton and bamboo like this one is. But you can use acrylic and any weight from 1 to 4, I would say. So I really love Teresa's, the contrasting colors she used. Like I used this purple and this purple, or lavender. So it just makes a little bit of a pop at the bottom with those cute little embellishments that I've never made before. So it was fun to learn how to make those. So this little challenge is going to run until August 31st. Today is August 13th. And then Teresa's going to draw a winner on her Facebook group. I'm going to draw a winner on my Facebook group. Now I'm just going to draw names. And so each one that wins will get a prize. Teresa will give a prize from her Facebook group. I'll give a prize from my Facebook group. So is that fun? I'm excited to see what yarn you guys use, what colors you use, just everything. I'm so excited. So let's get started with this tutorial. If there's anything I forgot to mention, oh, if you want to put a picture on both of our Facebook groups, that's perfectly fine. Do that, all right? So yeah, let's get started with this tutorial. I'm excited. Thank you, everyone. And when you post your pictures, please use the hashtag below. Thank you. For this tutorial, I used Stylecraft Naturals Bamboo and Cotton. It's 60% bamboo, 40% cotton. It says it's a DK weight. Now, a DK weight is also known as a light worsted. It's actually above fingering or sock weight, but below worsted or Aran weight. It's often the same size as sport weight, which is a fine 2, and I find this one is a number 2 sport weight. A DK weight could be a 3 weight as well. So you have to be careful when you're doing your projects. Make sure you check the gauge. All right, so in this ball is, let's see, 100 grams, 273 yards. Suggested hook is a 3.5 millimeter. Suggested needles are 4 millimeter. This colorway is 7163 lavender. And Stylecraft is, I believe it's in the UK, yes. This is stylecraft-yarns.co.uk. It's a beautiful lavender color. It's a little darker than I see on the screen here. It's beautiful and is so soft. I used 2 balls of this to make the entire tank top, and I got into the 3rd ball just a tiny bit. I started off with a 4 millimeter hook. Then I accidentally picked up my 4.5, so I used that for part of the top. And then I purposely picked up my 5 millimeter to use for the last few rows of the bottom, because I wanted it a little looser at the bottom. And then for the embellishments, what I used was this rainbow 8/4 quality 100% natural cotton. I'm not really sure what 8/4 quality means. It is from Hobby Yarn or Hobby. The color is number 40. It's like a light lavender. It's 100% cotton, 50-gram ball, 186 yards. Suggested hook size is 2.5 to 3.5 millimeter. Suggested knitting needles are 2.5 to 3.5 millimeter. And I just used a tiny bit of this for the embellishments on the top. And the actual hook size I used was a 3.5 millimeter. Now we're going to make a chain that's in multiples of 6. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. My chain is going to be 132 chains. Now you're going to straighten out your chain or put it down in front of you so it's not twisted, and then we're going to hook the 2 ends together just with a slip stitch. Okay, oops. The yarn went on the floor. Okay, so now we're going to chain 1, which doesn't count as anything, and then we're going to put single crochet in that very same stitch where we did that chain 1, and we're going to make a single crochet in every chain all the way around. So I started with 132 chains, so I will have 132 single crochets. Okay, continue doing that, making single crochets all the way to the end of this chain, and I'll meet you there. When you get to the end of your row, you want to slip stitch into that first single crochet that you made. Okay, and then we're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and that counts as a double crochet. And then we're going to do a double crochet in the next single crochet, and then we're going to chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we're going to skip 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and go in the next stitch with a double crochet. And then we're going to go into the next stitch with a double crochet, and then we're going to chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, skip 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, go in the 5th one with a double crochet, and then go into the next one with a double crochet, and then you're going to chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and you're going to skip 4. Okay, where are we at? Right here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Go into the 5th one with a double crochet, and then go in the next one with a double crochet. Okay, so now we're going to take a look at this. How many stitches did we use up? We did 2 double crochets in the beginning. We chained 4, so 2 plus 4 is 6. And this is another 6, and then another 6, so that's 18, and then 2 more, that's 20. Okay, so we're going to do some mathematical calculations right now. Okay, so that's 20 stitches counting those chains we did. Okay, so 20 stitches, and this is the design that's going to go on the side of your top. So we're going to be making that eventually again. So that's going to be another 20 stitches we'll be using up. So that'll be 40 in total there. So I chained 132 altogether. So whatever you chained, write that down, minus the 40. The 40 will be the same for your top as it is for mine. So 132 minus 40 is 92. 132 minus 40 equals 92. All right, so once we're done our fancy stitches on the side, which is going to be 20 stitches on one side, 20 on the other. So that equals 40 altogether. So again, you take your total chain amount minus those 40, and you get 92. Now you need to divide 92, if that's what you came up with. It might be different if you start off with a different chain count. So 92 divided by 2, and we have to do that because we need the same amount of stitches on the front of your shirt on the front of your top and the back of your top. So 92 divided by 2 equals 46. So now we know we need to make 46 stitches. Okay, so we're going to make 46 stitches, or whatever your count is, and we're going to do double crochets. So I'm going to make 46 double crochets starting right now in the next stitch here. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. So all the way up to 46, and I'll meet you there. Okay, now I have my 46. So now we're going to make that little design again. So we're going to start off with 2 double crochets. So we're going to do 1 in the next stitch, 1 double crochet in the next stitch. We're going to chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to skip 4 stitches, 1, 2, 3, 4, and go in the 5th with a double crochet. And then we're going to go in the next stitch with a double crochet. Then we're going to chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to skip 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, go in the next one with a double crochet. And then we're going to go into the next stitch with a double crochet. Chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, skip 1, 2, 3, 4, go in the next stitch with a double crochet, and then go in the next stitch with a double crochet. Now you're done your little design. So now at this next point we're going to, in my case, do 46 double crochets again. Okay, we don't count these 2, we start right here with 1 double crochet, 1 double crochet in the next one, 1 double crochet in the next stitch. So now I've done 3 and I have 43 more to go. So I'll meet you at the end. So now I have my 46 double crochets. So I'm at the end. Here's my chain 3 at the beginning of the round that represents a double crochet. So we're going to go right into the top of that with a slip stitch. Then we're going to chain 3. We're going to repeat what we just did in that round. So chain 3, which counts as a double crochet, and then we're going to put a double crochet in the top of that next double crochet. Okay, then we're going to do our chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to go to the next double crochet right here, and we're going to make a double crochet. We're going to go to the next double crochet right here, put a double crochet on top of that. We're going to chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we're going to put double crochet in the top of the next double crochet. And then double crochet in the top of the next double crochet. Okay, and then we're going to chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we're going to put a double crochet in the top of the next double crochet. double crochet in the top of the next double crochet. And then we're going to do the same thing with all these double crochets. This double crochet, all of them. And then we're going to chain 4, put a double crochet on the top of that one, chain 4, double crochet on top of that one, double crochet on top of that one, chain 4, and then double crochets and all these double crochets. So it's just going to be repeating that sequence, and that's what we're going to be doing for the next few rounds. When I come back, I'll tell you how many rounds I did. Okay, now I've made 16 rows, counting that first single crochet row, and the rest are double crochets. There's 16 rows altogether, and it measures about 7 inches. 7 inches down, and then across it measures flat 17.5 inches. And let's see. Now what I've done with the strap, I made the first strap, and it's just double crochets. I counted in how many? 7 stitches, and then I put a stitch marker in the 7th one, and then counting the stitch marker one, I counted 9 stitches and then put a stitch marker in the 9th one. And let's see, I didn't measure the width. The width of the strap is only about just less than 2 inches wide. I am going to be making a border around the straps and around the neckline and the armpit area. So let's see what else. The strap, I did 19 rows all the way around of just double crochets, and that measures 11 inches all the way around. And even though I started out with a 4mm hook for the body, I accidentally went to a 4.5 for the straps, and that's only because I picked up the wrong hook. So since I did that with a 4.5, I'm going to do the other strap with a 4.5 also. All right, so let's do that. You can stick with the 4mm if you're using a 4mm for this. It was just an accident on my part that I didn't feel like taking out. All right, so I make a slip stitch. And then right where my stitch marker is, okay, where did I go in? Just to make sure. I went right into the, right at the top into the chain, not into the single crochet. All right, so I'm just going to do a slip stitch, and then here we go. I'll do the slip stitch, and then I'm going to chain 3, and that'll count as my first double crochet, and then I'll go back into that chain in the next one. So that's 2, and then go into the chain in the next one. So I'm going to do a total of, total of 9. So that's 3. Oh. 4. 5, 6, 7, 8, and then where my stitch marker is, going in that one too. So that is 9. Okay, then am I going out of shot here? Oops. Okay, then I'm going to chain 3. 1, 2, 3. Turn my work. So we're going to go into the next double crochet there, not into this first stitch here, but into the next double crochet. So that first chain 3 counts as a double crochet. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then go into the top of that double crochet, that chain 3, which counts as a double crochet, and then you'll have your 9. And then chain 3, turn, and do the same thing. Of course, you can make your straps wider. This is just the size I'm making them. And then I'm going to do some kind of border, like I said. So I did, how many rows did I say? Strap was 19 rows. So when you get to your last row, pull a long piece of yarn so you could sew it into the back of your shirt. And I already marked the back with stitch markers where I want to sew it into. Alright, so I will be right back. Okay, now I'm going to sew my shoulder strap on. I'm just going to go right into where I have the stitch marker, and I'm going to go into the chain that's up there. Just going to do, I guess it's called a whip stitch. So how do you sew your straps on, or do you crochet them right on there? So I'm just going to finish this, and I'm going to sew the end in, and I'll be right back. Now I've turned my garment right side out again, and we're going to make this, this is the same design that's on the sides. We're going to make that around the armpit and up the strap. We're only going to do 1 row of that, but I've started with a row of single crochets first in a multiple of 6, and I started them, I didn't start them like right in the very corner. Started them a little bit up. If you start your rows, say, a little higher than that, then your design is gonna, or your chain is, it's gonna pull like that, and it's not gonna look that great, I think, anyway. So I started a little bit higher up than right in the very, very corner. I don't know if you can tell. This very, very corner would be here. So that's what I'm gonna do over on this other side. And then I'm also gonna do the same thing around the neckline, up the straps, down across the back, all the way around as well. So I'm just going to show you how to do it over here, because it'll be the same thing on the neckline. Alright. And just space them out as nice as you can. I've made actually 66 single crochets on this side. So that's what I'm going to try to do on this side as well, to just, make it even amount. So I'm going to start right about here. Okay, so just a slip stitch, and then go through there like that, chain 1, and then put your very first single crochet right in that very same spot. Okay, and then go to the next spot, single crochet. The next one, I like to try to go through the chains on this one anyway. So it's 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, then I'm going to go off camera and do the rest and show you how to do the next, the design. All right, I'll be right back. Okay, now I have the 66 single crochets. Now I'm just going to slip stitch into that very first single crochet I made. And then I'm going to chain 3, which counts as a double crochet. I'm going to go into the next stitch with a double crochet. And then chain 1, 2, 3, 4. Skip 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Go in the 5th one with a double crochet. Go into the next stitch with a double crochet, and then chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Skip the next 4 stitches, go in the next one with a double crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4. Go in the next one with a double crochet, and continue doing this until you get to the end of your round. This is where it started, right there. I'll meet you at the end. When you get to the end of your round, you'll have 4 stitches left. 1, 2, 3, 4. Skip over top of all of them. Okay, let me get this in camera range. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you're going to slip stitch into that first chain 3, which counts as your first double crochet. Just slip stitch right into that. And then you can cut your tail off here and then sew it in later. And then I'm going to do the same thing around the neckline, which I'll do off camera because it's the same idea, or the same pattern, I should say. All right, so I'll see you when that's finished. And now you're finished the top half. Thank you so much. Now I'm going to direct you over to Teresa's channel. The link is below, so you can finish your top. So you can add the bottom of your top and these beautiful little embellishments. So thank you everyone, and please don't forget to subscribe for more yarny goodness. There'll be more tutorials. There's quite a few on my channel now. Actually, I'll link the playlist of my crochet tutorials down below. All right, thank you so much. See you after your tops are done. I'll see you on our Facebook pages. Thank you.